On today's IRS tax refund update, we will recap the latest developments, including the next round of tax refunds scheduled for release this week, as well as the latest processing numbers just released from the IRS. Meanwhile, we will recap the leading cause of those refund freezes as well as two specific tax credits being claimed that are leading to refund delays and even audits, and why those impacted may need to amend their tax returns as a result. Now, starting out with the latest, as the next round of tax refunds are scheduled for release on May 21st, 22nd, and 24th, as confirmed by the tax transcript and refund status results seen here. Now, it is important to note, based on previous reports, not all tax filers will see updates to their refund status results even after the refund is released. So it is important to check your tax transcripts for the most up-to-date information. If your refund is among the latest direct deposit refund batches, do note that while most will receive that deposit in their bank accounts the day of due, allow 5 additional days for it to post to your bank account before initiating a payment trace with the IRS. And if you're expecting to receive a paper refund check in the mail, while most will receive it within 7 to 10 days of that listed date, you must wait 30 days for it to arrive before initiating a payment trace with the IRS. Meanwhile, the IRS has released its latest tax return processing numbers, and the current backlog of unprocessed tax returns remains at over 2.7 million, which include many of our viewers. And since Outlast update, 167,000 tax returns have been processed. However, the IRS has yet to confirm if that overall numbers do include amended returns. But based on previous years reporting, those had been reported separately. Also, for those viewers asking about interest on their late refunds from their 2023 tax returns, do note interest starts accruing 45 days after the tax filing deadline and will start to apply to refunds released starting the first week of June. Moving on to those ongoing delays that impact many of our viewers, including those still encountering the refund status result messages seen here, as well as blank transcripts or transcripts that have not been updated in several weeks or months. And this continues to remain an ongoing issue with IRS phone representatives, oftentimes not providing any additional information to the tax filer, other than to call back in 30, 60, 90, or even 120 days for an update. Now, while the majority of the 141 million tax returns that have been processed so far this year have been completed within the standard 21-day processing time period, that clearly has not been the case for all, including the over 2.7 million that currently remain unprocessed. The causes of your wait, as previously reported, have been as a result of random reviews of a tax return for income and tax withholding verification, identity verification, or the computer has identified a potential issue with the tax return submitted that requires additional review by an IRS employee so that tax processing can continue. And as we have seen in past years, even if a tax filer accidentally enters one wrong digit on the tax return, it could lead to additional weeks of delays as the IRS computer system is unable to reconcile the return in question. Also, as a reminder for new viewers to the channel, that tax topic code 152 is a normal tax processing code and is no cause for concern. And even if the code disappears, that does not indicate a problem. However, if you do encounter tax topic 151 that does indicate a potential issue, likely resulting in a refund adjustment as a result, and tax topic 203 indicates part or all of your refund is being applied to an outstanding balance, such as past due child support or other government debt you may owe. For those viewers encountering the 810 refund freeze code on their tax transcripts seen here, this could be due a variety of reasons that will not be explained on your tax transcript, and the list of causes includes something as simple as the need to complete ID verification, examination of the tax credits being claimed, or self-employment income being reported in addition to verification of income, or the return being flagged by the tax shelter deduction team, or frivolous return program. Every year, we hear from a handful of viewers who experience delays and indicate they have no idea what their tax filer did on their taxes, including the credits being claimed. However, as we have previously stated, that ultimately the IRS will hold you responsible for what you report on your tax returns, and do only use certified tax professionals if you are having someone work on your tax, and avoid those individuals promising large tax refunds. Also, there are those tax filers who are filing their own tax returns who are using advice found on social media promising large refunds, and that frivolous advice should be avoided. The IRS is reporting frivolous claims for those improperly claiming the household employment tax credit on their tax returns. Now, this tax credit applies to those who employ certain workers within their household, and if you see a Schedule H form with part of your tax returns, and have not employed a qualifying employee in your household, and filed for the credit improperly, you will want to immediately amend your tax return. And if need assistance, seek out the help from a certified tax professional to help with the process. Filing for this credit could lead to delays, even for those who legitimately qualify for this return, since the IRS is thoroughly examining returns containing this credit. Another trouble spot, and one we reported on in detail starting last year, was those who are claiming the fuel tax credit. And any return claiming this credit will automatically be examined, which will cause additional delays. Now this credit applies to really on a select amount of tax filers and applies to business fuel use. However, unfortunately, many tax filers have claimed this credit as a result of improper tax advice they received online, or their so-called tax person filed for them on the behalf, hoping for a larger refund. Again, this is a situation you will want to immediately amend your tax return if you do not qualify for. And if you do not expect the IRS to seek documentation, including receipts substantiating your claim on this credit as legitimate. Let us know in the comments section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.